Hi guys, Paul here from PA Wine Times. Let's do some wine. We have a specialty wine here, Naluka Babuna, Babuni, Babuna Nini Momo Momo. A specialty wine black currant with neutral grain spirits, natural wild cherry flavor, and caramel color added at 18% alcohol by volume. Original recipe product of Poland with cherries in it, obviously. Let's see. Product in Poland, and it really doesn't tell you anything about like who makes it. I mean, I'm assuming that this is just a amped up, fortified drink for many people in many places, especially under bridges, that kind of thing. So we'll find out what it actually tastes like. Let's get into it. We'll get the thing up. Ooh, don't rip it and everything. It has an interesting tag art. Well, I'm ripping stuff. Oh well. Gotta rip it. It's got this cool ball on the top. Ball it. Okay. Let's chuck it in the St. Fouillon glass, which is dirty. Dirty glass mafia wafting around in there. There you go. I think that's good enough. We'll listen to some Immortal Pride from Graveland. A little Polish action with Polish action. Works well. Waft it around. Let it breathe. For a second of breathing. All right, there it is. All right, check it out. Well, Luden's cough drops all day long. Wow. Okay, yeah, Luden's cough drops. Joe, I know you'll get it. Remember back in the day when you were a kid, you used to buy Luden's cough drops as candy, and you would put a whole pack in your mouth, and your parents were like, "That's medicine. You shouldn't." Whatever, fuck it. And you just did it. I think we were all probably at some point in time overdosing on Luden's cough drops, and you know what? It was a good time. I'm glad we did it, and I wish we could still do it. I don't even know if they sell Luden's cough drops anymore, to be perfectly honest. But it's sticky. I can already tell you it's sticky. I can see just these weird stalactites of alcohol sticking to the glass. So I mean, 18%, and I can already tell you this is by the nose too. It's gonna be sweat, not sweat, sweet. So, cheers. Yeah, this is Polish conch juice. Yeah. It's a little sweet, which is nice. It goes down really smooth. I didn't get any burning. I just had a 9.9% beer before this, but that up almost 9% should be giving you a little bit of a burn. I didn't really get anything. There's a nice sweetness though. There is a little bit of something in the background, like an earthiness and kind of an off flavor. That might be that specialty grain coming through, giving you a little bit of that. Coming with that is that fusel alcohol from the 18%, but the front of it is all just Luden's cough drops, pretty much. I think if you drank enough of this, you'd regret it the next day. I plan on doing that tonight, so I plan on regretting it the next day. And that's how that kind of works here at PABrewNews. I'll just make the same mistake over and over and over again, but you're goddamn right I'll bitch about it. So, here it is. Wow. I would... I said I would not want to be hungover on this. I'll check in tomorrow. I can see myself 2 in the morning listening to Graveland, drunk off my ass, chugging to this right out of the bottle. Why not? I mean, if you're drinking this, you don't have any big plans for life anyway. There it is. It's not that bad, especially if you keep. Here's the thing: it's not that bad, especially if you keep drinking it. But once you stop drinking it and let it sit on the palate, then that kind of flavor that I talked about before, that off grainy, earthy flavors kind of wafting through a little bit, and then you breathe the fusel alcohols. But honestly, if you just keep drinking it, you're just eating. You're back being fucking 7 years old, ODing on Luden's cough drops, and you're loving every bit of it. But yeah, it's weird. It's a weird little wine, little cherry wine. Wow, cherry, baby. But I've had worse. I've had worse brews of all ilks and manners, and you know, all these things. So for just some little Polish chaos, which you don't really see around here too, which is interesting to get something that normally, now this is distributed through a company through Illinois, so it is available in the Americas. I just have never had it before, and pretty different. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. I mean, I don't mind this at all. For a cherry, like a fortified cherry wine, I think it's hitting the number right on the spot. Like I said, be careful with it, because you might regret it the next morning if you drink enough of it. But if you just want a big old glass of this to just enjoy with some dessert, would be good for this, because the amount of sweetness, it would go well with a lot of drier desserts, things like that you would pair it with, or just by yourself as a nightcap. I think this is pretty fine. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I think it's a very solid brew. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Actually, PA Wine Times. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Here it goes. Woo-hoo.